how you structure your team, the way that you align the goals, and how you set benchmark is exactly how you scale your agency to $1 million a month, and how you as an agent can consistently hit 40, 50, 60K. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down those specific strategies. My name is Trey. I'm the owner of Agent Lead Lab. In the past 3.5 years, we've helped 550 agents issue pay $40,000 per month. And on this channel, all I try to do is break down the strategies, tactics, and behaviors of those individuals. So without further ado, we're going to hop right into it. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get it rolling. All right, perfect. So when we talk about structuring your team, let me give you context. All right. This actually came from my own experience. Now, when you think about your team, you have to understand that you've got your upline, you've got your downline, and then you've also got people that you buy leads from. And then you've got how you recruit, so your recruiting system. You've got your admin, and these are going to be like your main team, okay? And I'm bringing this up because I had to align this with myself, with my team. I just had a 30-minute sit-down call with one of my managers of my organization, and we were not aligned. We weren't aligned, right? Now, I'm very transparent. If you watch me on this channel, I try to break down exactly like what I'm doing, but also I try to explain where I've gone wrong and what I've learned. And what I learned was that during that process, in reality, I really was giving trust, but not fully giving trust. So about 95 trust, but not 100. And you cannot operate from that mindset. And I'm going to break down how that affects actually all three of these and how it actually is holding you up from scaling. Okay. Now in this situation, this individual has helped me, been with me for years, and I am really big on loyalty. So this individual has been with me for a long time. And what I've learned is that they have my best interest in heart. But because of my own insecurity and because I was like, this doesn't feel right in a way, I had to realize that this was actually the best thing for the company, regardless if I thought it was, because my own perception of it should be determined based on the track record and the data rather than me just assuming something. You know what I mean? Now, let's talk about how that is reliant on these tactics. And I'm going very high level today because I talk about sales strategy, I talk about leads, but I talk about like how are people finding success in the life insurance space? That's the goal. How do you find success? Now, I've been semi-successful as an agent, and I say semi because people are doing like 60, 70K a month. So the standard has kind of changed, which is cool because as time goes on, things evolve. But what I do know is that I work with a lot of people at the highest level, and here are the things that I'm learning, but also things that I implement because it's still all marketing and sales. I'm still selling to this day. If you get on a call, we're going to theoretically sell you, to work with us and why we're good. But we also have the results and the testimonials to back it up. So we're not just, making things up. Now, let's talk about upline. Okay, so upline. And this is in terms of like holding back. All right. And what I mean by this is how are my preconceived notions, thoughts, or behaviors holding me up from moving to the next level? All right. Here's the thing. That's what we're breaking down. So let's start with upline. My bad. So let's go here. We're going to go upline. The first thing, y'all know, you guys know I write this in not freestyle, but like go through it as we talk. So for your upline, the notice is direction. Okay. You're like, what does that mean? Upline tells you to go do something. You feel friction and resistance because you feel like you know what's best. Your thoughts, your behaviors, they feel like they say to go buy these leads, work like this, dial like this, do this. And you're like, well, I know it's better. And you can't get out of your own way. You cannot put your pride level down to say, you know what? They probably do know better for me. So I'm just going to take their word and go from what they said and actually make the executive decision that this is going to actually be what's best for me. Okay. That's the upline. Their goal is to guide and direct you. If you are not being guided and directed by them, or you think that they're leading you down the wrong path, or that what they're telling you is not true or is not helping you, then in reality, you're kind of like, you're diminishing your returns. Same thing with me. I have a staff member I'm paying and I'm like still overlooking them. It's like, bro, you're paying me. It's like, let me do what I do. Until I mess up, you say something. But if I don't mess up, you do it. And it's like, you got to have that frame of mind. So that's upline. All right. Now let's talk about downline. All right. So for your downline, your goal is to lead. All right. So when you are leading somebody, are you leading by example? Are you showing them the things that you want them to do? Dialing, reaching out to clients, fulfilling, closing, recruiting. They follow they follow your direction. So now it's vice versa. Okay. Your preconceived notions on how to lead may be holding you up from taking you to the next level. You may think that I need to lead by talking versus you need to lead by talking and by showing. So you need to lead by example, right? You move to the next one, how you recruit. Okay. How do you recruit? Are you willing to do cold? Are you willing to do warm? Are you willing to do paid? Are you willing to do referrals? Are you willing to do are you willing to go on podcasts? Are you willing to do whatever it takes to go get more people? Your preconceived notion, oh, I'm not going to reach out to cold. I'm only going to do my warm network. Oh, I'm only going to post on social media. I'm not going to do paid. Oh, I'm only going to work referrals. I'm not going to actually do, oh, I'm only going to, it's like, that's your preconceived notion. If you're not willing to exhaust all options, you are holding yourself back from going to the next level, right? Next thing, admin. So it's actually hiring internal team. You guys should put like hiring internal team. This is going to be strictly based off of how you view yourself and your what? Time. This goes back to the same thing about what we're talking about. All right, I'm going to go to leads last. So you hire based on where there's pain. If you don't feel like your pain is worth you paying somebody else to do it and you can move to the next task, then you won't ever really have the level of freedom that you may want. And that, for some people, is okay. For some people, it's not. Right? Like how I view myself and how I view my time. Those are the two most important things. I have to assess and look at that from a metric, right? So if that's the case, then that's probably, that's how I need to view it. So I move on to the next thing. Now I'm going to look at leads. All right. And this is what we're going to finish with. And this is a little bit of a shorter video because I have some things I need to do. I'm actually kind of behind schedule, but leads. Now, here's my thing with the leads. I hate to say it, but if you cheap leads gets cheap results, or cheap leads gets drastic results, but something has to be given. Like you have to give somewhere. You're either going to give in, okay, I have low quality or I have really high quality and I get them fast, then I got to pay more. Or I have low quality or high quality, low cost, but it costs me a lot of time, which typically doesn't happen. Right? But you get the point. Levers have to be pulled and you have to be okay with whatever happens. Cool thing is I had a conversation with my team. And when I realized that, I was like, oh, cool. I just don't know something. There's not anything that's going on. Most of the times when we feel friction and we feel like we can't move forward because we don't fully understand something. You know, the coolest thing about this too is that I'm a believer, right? And I'm reading in Proverbs and it talks about wisdom. It says, get wisdom at all costs. And whatever it costs you, you have to be willing to get it. And I'm sitting here thinking that I thought that it would be more money, but this time what it cost me was my lack of knowledge. I needed to understand how to be more wise in this situation. I knew, but I didn't understand it. So the context of my conversation led me to have a better understanding. And now since I have a better understanding, I feel way better, right? Because there's never actually anything wrong in any of our lives. It's just how we perceive the way we feel about it. Somebody sees it raining, right? I read this in my book I'm reading right now, which I forget, How to Master Your Emotions. It says there's two people. One person is the individual who, when it rains, they're like, oh my goodness, it's raining. I'm having a bad day. You know what I mean? Like, godly, I have to go, walk through the city and I don't have my coat and whatever. And there's another person where it's raining and they're inside and they're like, yes, I've been waiting all week for it to rain so my crops could grow. Same rain, same city, same everything. But one person, the way they view it, it's never actually a thing. It's how we view the thing. It's our perception, right? It's our preconceived notions. Those are the things that are holding us back from where we're trying to go. And for leads, a lot of times it's the way that you view leads. It's how you view investing. It's how you view your time. All those things tie together. And if you don't understand that thoroughly, then you're always going to feel that level of friction. So I just wanted to break down briefly, quickly today. So quicker video. These are some of the more straightforward things that are directly correlated to agents. You don't view your upline properly. You have preconceived notions, so it's actually stopping you. The way your team is structured, how you view that structure is holding you up, right? Your downline, the way you lead, how you view leadership, how you've been led before. You think that your way of being led is how other people need to be led, and that's false. I've learned that myself. How you recruit. Are you willing to do all the avenues that are necessary to recruit, or you only want to do the ones that you're the most comfortable with? Those preconceived notions are holding you up from moving to that next level, getting to $1 million a month, getting to $40,000 a month. Admin, hiring team. Do you understand and value your time and yourself? Your time being how much you put into it, and yourself in terms of like, okay, I'm willing to pay for somebody to do this. I feel like I need to have all the money. That's a selfish viewpoint rather than saying, I will pay somebody, lose a little bit, and then gain more over time because my skills can be better served somewhere else. Leads. This is the last one. How you view leads. Do you do fresh leads or aged leads? If you buy aged leads, are you on a process of getting to fresh? These are your preconceived notions, thoughts, and behaviors. These things are holding you up from moving to the next level. So as always, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you're an individual agent, you want leads, go to leadlabcrm.com. Leads are from $1 to $55. We got English, we've got Spanish. I've had some Spanish people buying our leads, so that's super dope. They've been doing really well. And then if you're an agency owner, you're doing over 300 or 400K a month, and you want to scale to $1 million, or you have 3 to 4 agents doing $30,000 to $40,000 or more a month, go to our website, it's agentleadlab.com. You can book a call. We're going to go through kind of like our packages and options. Our packages do start at $5K a month. If you're an agency owner and you want us to run ads, build your own Go High level backend from scratch, we'll build it for you. It's all in your control. It's pretty dope. You're basically hiring us. It's not like a management fee. It's literally you're paying for staff. We cost $60,000 a year. You want to hire us? That's what it costs. Really simple. If you're a bigger agency, it's $120,000 a year. You hire us, you bring us in. That's what we do. You're hiring us. It's really simple. You're not paying, oh yeah, I just pay this for a few months. No, you're literally hiring us to do a job for you. Just keep it super simple. If you don't have that money or that's too much, then please don't click on it. Don't want to waste your time. It's just that's what it costs to hire us. Number's not going to change. Pretty straightforward. The cost is the cost because we're actually putting our time into it. We're not just giving you some plug and play system and sitting back and watching it out. Like we're actually putting our hands into the ground and making it work. So as always, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time for the shorter video. Appreciate you guys for staying tuned. Peace.